Hello and welcome. I am the Soul Enchantress, and today's message is to give you a quick channeling, and it is about 3 tips to help you with working from home. So as you know, because we are in a very unusual time in the world, and there is so much change that is happening at a very rapid pace, and pretty much in every single country around the world, everyone has been forced to work from home or has lost their job and they're looking for something to do from home, whatever the case may be. So I thought I would actually give you, or I would channel 3 tips for you to help you in order to either cope with or to change your perspective on working from home on what working from home can be like if you're not used to it. Okay, so the reason that I can be an authority on working from home is because for me the concept of freedom and being able to choose the location of where I work from is bliss, is what makes my world for me. So I jokingly always say, whenever someone says, "Where is your office?" I usually say, "The world is my office." Now, a lot of people would love to have this kind of lifestyle where you can travel the world and work from anywhere. So a lot of the time when I'm not traveling, my work is done from my beautiful and stunning home sacred space. However, I love doing that. And so for me, this entire time of challenge has not really changed my daily routine or lifestyle, apart from the fact that any plans made for travel had to be postponed. But apart from that, the whole working from home part is not challenging for me in any way, shape or form. So I thought you would like to hear some tips. I will give you, if I feel called to, I will, kind of add to the channeled message and give you some tips on things that I do that may be helpful. But if not, I'm literally going to start now and channel 3 tips for you to cope with working from home. And this message, because it is a live channeling, is for anyone who's literally pressed play on this video. Okay, so if you're listening to it, listen to the 3 tips, listen to all 3 of the 3 tips. As always, I have no idea what's going to come out. And then even if one of the tips or 2 or whatever, even if all 3 of the tips don't really make sense to you immediately, listen to it again, because if you are listening to it and if you felt called to press play on it, this message is for you. Okay, so let's get started. Live channeling, so welcome to all of my candid noise effects and everything else that goes with it. Okay, 1 second. So the first tip for you for working from home and to thrive in this time of working from home, that is what my wish for you is. Okay, so how can you thrive from working from home, and what is the first tip? 1 second. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm being shown that one of the main reasons that you may consider working from home as being a challenge is because you are actually looking at it as a chore. You are looking at working from home as something that you have no choice over. And you are looking at working from home as if it's something that is shackling you, as if it's something that you are a servant to, as if it's something that you are kind of, you feel as if sort of slavish to the concept of working from home, because you feel like your freedom has been cut off. Okay, so the tip for you to reframe that perspective of looking at it as if you feel shackled and you are choiceless, so to speak. 1 second. Okay. apparently, there may have been a time where you may have wished that you could work from home. So go back in time and see when was a time where you maybe woke up and maybe you didn't feel like going to work on a specific day or whatever it may have been, and you thought, oh, what bliss it would be to stay home today. Well, step into that time or that way of thinking and think of this as a little extended holiday that you have been given as a bonus, and it is not a punishment. Okay, fabulous. Okay, let's move on to tip 2 on how you can thrive from working from home. 1 second. Show me tip 2. I'm trying to put into words, but I'm being shown. 1 second. So, the second way that you can thrive, look at it as a time. Look at it as a time where you are actually doing collecting of something. Okay, here's what I mean. So, for example, say if you lived in a community where the only way that you could get fresh water is when it rains. So I have no idea why I'm talking about an example of rain. Anyway, never mind. There is never rhyme or reason to what comes out of my mouth when I'm in live channeling. So if you lived in a community where you relied on rain for your fresh water, whenever it rained, you count it as a blessing, and you would get all your buckets and troughs and tanks and whatever it is that they would use in order to gather the fresh rainwater so that you could use it for your daily use until the rain comes again. So you are being asked to use this time of working from home as a period of time where you are gathering for when you go back out into the workplace and the community. So what can this gathering be? This gathering can be gathering of information, gathering of knowledge, gathering of skills, gathering of learning, gathering of understanding yourself more, gathering of maybe giving yourself time and care and nurturing yourself, a time of where maybe even you might step into a practice of either meditation or some kind of activity that would give you a morning ritual of allowing yourself to be stress and anxiety free so that the day can flow smoothly. Do you understand what I'm saying? So ask yourself, what can this be a period of gathering? And look at the time of working from home and use it as a period of gathering whatever it is that you need to gather for you. Okay? All right, perfect. Oh, I love these tips. Last tip. So what is the third tip that you can use to help you work from home and to thrive and not make yourself go crazy? Okay, 1 second. Okay, what is the third one? Oh, okay, third one. Stop counting the minutes. Okay, so do not. It's like, you know when you're a kid and you had to go for a car ride and you would keep saying, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Well, apparently you are saying, when is this going to finish? When is this going to finish? Oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. When is it going to finish? So stop. Because at the end of the day, if you are a client of mine, you know this because I say this all the time in my sessions, and that is, time is not linear, so there is no past, present, future. And more importantly, time only exists in the physical construct. So in the energetic spaces, time does not exist, which means that is why I work in the energetic realm. You can create and do things a lot faster and instantaneously that you can't actually do in physical time. So maybe for this time period, you can actually just cease to acknowledge time in the way that you have been. So for example, if you were going to work or you had some kind of a routine where you had to wake up at a certain time, get to work by a certain time, you could only go for lunch at this time, whatever it may be for you or your business, look at it as awesome. I don't have to be driven by time in this period of time that I'm working from home. Okay, so try to apply more flexibility, try to apply more freedom to the pattern and the construct of your day. So here's a tip from me, who is an absolute queen of working from home, and I absolutely love it. I don't have to leave it. I mean, I am blessed that I can work from a space where the deep ocean is my backyard. However, I don't need to leave my home for any kind of stimulation because my world within is so amazing that nothing on the outside in any way, shape or form can match it. And leaving my home is not going to get me anything that would make me happier. Okay, so what I do though is, as much as I do have a specific structure to the day, I also allow my day to dictate what I do in every moment. So say, for example, I have a client private session today, and I know that, or I may have tomorrow, I may have maybe a webinar or a podcast that I'm putting out. So I know I've got something major that I need to accomplish. However, I don't actually schedule my entire day. I allow the day to unfold, and I have to tell you that the things that I create, the ideas that bubble up, and what I'm able to accomplish does not compare to anything that I could have from my physical brain scheduled into my day. So that's my tip for you, and that is, don't count time in this period of working from home. Allow the day to unfold. Have one, maximum 2 goals of whatever it is that you want to accomplish, and in between that, or after you've finished whatever it is that you've set yourself to do, allow the day to unfold, and you will seriously find adventure, amazingness and magic come into your life again. Okay, I hope this has been helpful, and as always, if you would like me to help you, give you the energetic tools and guidance and energetic strategies to help you to solve a problem or achieve a goal in your life or business, then I would love to hear from you, and you can reach me at soulenchantress.com. I wish you a joyous day. Blessings.